Steve, it's very amazing. It's something that you both enjoy, or what's that you enjoyed the series?
Yeah, we sort of spoke about it at the start of the Test series. It's obviously obviously South Africa the next series, and a big summer with 6 Test matches and a few one days against New Zealand in between before we go to India. So it was sort of talked about that they'd try and, I guess, give me a little break at some point. We had a few sort of discussions, myself, Darren and Rod, who also consulted with the other selectors. And I guess it took them a bit of convincing to get me over the line. I hate missing cricket, but I think in the long run, having a little bit of a break will do me the world of good. Yeah, it would have been nice to have been going home with it 2-0, but credit to Sri Lanka the way they played today. I thought the middle order played really well. Thought we gave away too many freebies with the ball. They hit a lot of boundaries today. We didn't execute well enough with the ball, and I thought 288 was well over par on that wicket. I thought around 250 was probably a par score. And if that was the case, we probably could have approached things a little bit differently with the bat. But yeah, 288 was a few too many, I think.
Steve, a heavy cricket schedule isn't new to you, but coming on the leading side and losing the series, that isn't new to you. How sort of mentally weary or beaten down do you feel? How do you feel right now?
Yeah, it's been a disappointing tour. I think for me as captain, it's been a big learning experience. It's been incredibly tough. We've been outplayed. In 3 Test matches, we were outplayed in every game. It's never easy coming to the subcontinent. We've seen that for a long period of time as an Australian team. It's never easy. So we have to continue, I guess, trying to find a way to have success in these conditions, and we haven't been good enough. So a lot of work to do. I've been doing a lot of thinking over the last, week or so since the last Test match. I thought we turned things around well in the first one-day game, but today was disappointing again. So a lot of work to do in the subcontinent. And I'm sure I'll think a lot more over the next couple of weeks while I'm at home as well. I think we've got plenty of specialists. We've obviously got a few all-rounders, but I think they do a good job as well. So Shane's entitled to his opinion, but I think we've got the right guys here to get the job done. No, I don't think so. Obviously, the schedule's very busy. Nowadays, we play a lot of cricket, so I don't feel that's the case at present. I still want to take on the role in the 3 formats and do it to the best of my ability. And I know at the moment I've got the backing of the selectors and the people at home. So I'll continue to do it to the best of my ability at this present time. Possibly at some point. For me, I've got a lot of time for the IPL. I think it's been a great learning curve for me. I think I've learned a lot about the way I play, particularly white ball cricket, from the IPL. Playing a lot of back-to-back games, I think you learn about yourself a lot as a player. So I've certainly got a lot of time for IPL in that respect. But yeah, obviously captaining Australia is a lot of hard work. Takes a lot of time. So yeah, look, at some point maybe it could give, but for now I want to continue trying to play everything that I can.
The captain sets the batting order. You're going to have the option to do that yourself in game 3, but I just like what we thought about Travis Heaton in these 2 games, including everything. Perhaps he could go in the top 6 this year.
I guess that's up to Davey Warner now, but I thought in the first 2 games he's come in, he didn't really look nervous at all. He sort of just took everything in his stride. Thought he played quite nicely. I think he looked to punch the ball off the back foot rather than cut it. A few of us have been guilty of doing that over here, myself included. So it looks like he's got a game plan in place that can be successful in these conditions, and I'm sure that's going to hold him in good stead, not only for the rest of this series, but for the future as well.
I've got two questions on here. Would you be happy enough for to explain that videos? I know how far along one way they were in terms of getting experience out in these conditions. So when after an up and out, it was great, 1 week sort out. Would you be just satisfied with getting that match practice and sort of batting through?
No, I'd prefer him have a crack and try and win the game. We're the Australian cricket team. We don't want to go down like that. You want to go down having a crack. So, I'd prefer someone go out and try and win the game. Obviously, it was going to be extremely tough from the position we were in, but cricket's a funny game, and if you get a few away, you never know. You get into a bit of a rhythm. So, now I'm happy with the way that he played. He's obviously disappointed that he couldn't go on and win a game for Australia as such, but I thought he's progressing quite well.
The second one was you played with David for the last 6 to 9 months. What would you expect from his captain?
I think he's the sort of similar style to me, I guess, leading from the front, sort of captain. I've never really played under Davey, but I'm sure he'll get the respect of the boys, and he'll do a good job over the next couple of weeks.
Thanks, guys. Oh, sorry,
I was going to say, if Davey wins the next 3 and then the 2 20s,
Well, I hope that's the case. I'd love for the boys to win this series and play well in the T20s as well. So, I'd love for that to be the case, and if it is, I'm sure he'll remind me on occasions. But no, I wish him all the best for the next couple of weeks. I'm sure he'll do a fantastic job.